The Solo Show is brought to you by Victor Naraki Realtor, serving Disney and the greater Orlando area with celebratingflorida.com and disneyatyourdoorstep.com.
Hello, I'm Realtor Victor Naraki, and at one time I had created a search for you online for homes near Disney World. I wanted to take a moment to introduce you to my brand new website. Same name, new functionality, celebratingflorida.com. If you're still looking for property near Disney World, please take a look at the website. If it's a future wish, visit disneyatyourdoorstep.com for all my social media links. Thank you, and hopefully we will talk soon.
Get ready to match the stars. Disney artist, filmmaker, historian, author, and co-host of the Skull Rock podcast, Dave Bossert. From the Pixie Dust Fans podcast, Francine Cochran and Carrie LeBlanc. From the Grand Circle Tour podcast, Dan Hansen and Kris Banas, as well as Kimberly Bouchard, the author of the Positively Disney series of books. Now it's time for the most exciting and fun half hour on the internet as we play Match Game on the Solo Show. And now, please welcome your host, the guy who said, "Yea, smorgan, fergan, befergan, behorgan," the man with the stancers. Here's Stan Solo.
Hello and welcome to another edition of the Solo Show. I am Stan Solo as always, and we're playing Match Game Round 4. We've got a couple of new contestants here. We got starting ladies first. Katie. Katie, how are you today? And tell us a little bit about yourself in 7 seconds or less.
Hi, everybody. I'm Katie. I've been a Disney fan since I was a little girl. I live in Florida, so I go to the theme parks a lot. I go to Walt Disney World a lot. And I'm just here excited. And I also have my own YouTube channel called Popping the Popcorn, and I do movie reviews over there.
Excellent. And I've been on Popping the Popcorn a couple of times. Usually we get together every December to talk about all the Hallmark movies.
Yes, we do.
Excellent. Joining Katie today, or against Katie today, we got Paul. Paul, tell us a little bit about yourself in 5 seconds or less.
Hi, my name is Paul. I live in Claremont, Florida. I've been married it'll be 40 years in August. Woo! And wow. I am a huge Disney fan, huge Goofy fan. I currently live in Claremont, Florida, and I am a seasonal cast member with Run Disney. So I get, if any of you like to come run, I probably have seen you in the hordes. I'm retired Air Force, and I also retired school teacher.
Excellent. Okay. So you have a bit of an advantage here being a part-time cast member. No, you
sure.
Not really.
I don't think it'll help at all.
Don't think it will help at all. Alrighty. Joining us today, Dave Bossert from the Skull Rock podcast. Dave, you want to tell us a little bit about that, or the books you've written, or whatever? What do you want to chat to us with about?
Well, today? In 7 seconds, I'll tell you that the.
Oh, hang on! You get 8 seconds, by the way.
Oh, thank you, my friend.
You're a big star.
But so the Skull Rock podcast started in October of 2020, and it was kind of an accidental thing for me. I actually went on Al John Go's Disney List podcast as a guest to talk about a book I had out in the summer of 2020 called 3D Disneyland, like you've never seen it before. And Al John and I just clicked, and I sent him a note after the interview saying, "Hey, I really enjoyed talking with you. Thank you so much." And he wrote back saying, "Hey, Dave, if you really should be doing a podcast yourself." And I wrote back to him. I replied and said, "If I ever was going to do a podcast, I'd do it with you." And he replied saying, "If you're serious, I'll do a podcast with you." and that is how the Skull Rock podcast started. And we're fast approaching our 5-year anniversary. We've got 250 some odd episodes in the can. And Aljon Go is the wizard behind the curtain. There'd be no podcast without him. So a shout out to him because he's a great podcasting partner.
So it basically started as a threat or a dare, I guess, however you want to put it.
Well, no, I would say a suggestion. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, it was just a suggestion from Aljon, and it snowballed from there. And I would say our first guest in October of 2020 was producer Joe Hale, who produced the Black Cauldron, which this year is the 40th anniversary of.
Wow, as long as Paul's been married.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's what Paul went on his first date with.
There you go. Yeah, while you were out on a date, I was slaving away at an animation desk in Burbank, California on the Black Cauldron.
There you go. Funny how things work out. What I really like about Skull Rock Podcast is you give your interviewers an awful lot of time, the people that you're interviewing, and you get great interviews. I mean, like, you have kind of the inside track. Like, let's face it, you work with a lot of these people, and they know people that know people. But you'll do like 4 or 5 episodes with the same person, and it continues, which is really great.
Yeah, and that's really started out from the get-go as really what our format is that when we book a guest, like for instance this coming Monday we've got Kevin Lima, who's the director of the Goofy movie and Enchanted and other films. When he came on, we sat down and just started having our conversation, and we do it in like 45 minute little chunks. But we don't race through an individual's career in 30 or 40 minutes. It's just not what we want to do. And I'm more interested in pulling the behind the scenes stories out of people and talking how things developed and what was going on behind the scenes when they were working on a film. Even if you have an animator, say, who worked on Beauty and the Beast, and then we have the director from Beauty and the Beast, and we have the producer, each person who was on the team has a different perspective on the film. And I often, even if I worked on the film with these people, I sometimes am learning something. I learned a few things from Ron Clemens, and we did a 6-part interview with him. So for me, it's a lot of fun being able to have those lengthy conversations, and then it becomes a record on the internet. Other people who are interested in those films or that particular artist or director's career, they can be a fly on the wall for that in-depth conversation.
Yeah, very good, very good. I think you went 10 seconds there.
Sorry. You just kept asking me questions. What can I tell you?
That's fine. All righty, let's get to the game here. Paul, do you want question A or question B?
A.
All righty. Celebrities, get your pens and pencils ready. Okay, Paul. Hercules had a hard time blanking because of his godlike strength. So we want to fill in the blank there. Hercules had a hard time blanking because of his godlike strength.
Oh,
Kris is still writing. I think Fran is ready.
No, I'm not.
No, you're not. Dan's ready.
Ding.
Kris is ready. Tim's ready. Carrie's ready.
The
Dave?
pressure.
I am ready.
Dave's ready. Francine? Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Alrighty, Paul. You don't have to write it down, Paul. You just have to answer.
I am not ready. Oh,
You don't have to write it down. You just have to say it.
I know. I have to think it.
Oh, you have to think of something. I'll read it again while you think about it.
Thank you.
Hercules had a hard time blanking because of his godlike strength. And we want to keep this PG.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to go right up with. I'm going to go right up with my what I'm thinking is thinking. He had a hard time thinking because of his godlike strength.
Okay. Hercules had a hard time thinking because of his godlike strength.
Yeah,
Dave, what did you say?
I had trouble with.
I wrote down being gentle.
Okay, I can see that. Francine?
I'm
It
keeping
doesn't
it
make
PG, my friends.
It doesn't make sense, but there was so much pressure. I said sleeping.
He had a hard time sleeping because of his godlike.
All
Okay.
I can think of.
You're right. It
Sorry.
doesn't make sense.
I know. Wait till your mind.
Okay, Dan.
Well, I don't know. I was thinking he's too much of a manly man, so he had a hard time crying.
Crying.
Oh,
Okay.
that's a good one.
That is a good one.
Carrie.
I was gonna do crying, but I just couldn't think in this context. I said using chopsticks because I was thinking more of his strength.
That's a good one. Actually, that makes sense. Kimberly, what did you say?
I was going to pick that one.
I said like drinking out of a glass because he keep breaking the glass and he couldn't
Okay,
get
yeah.
anything out of it, you know.
And Kris.
Okay, so I was thinking about all his muscles and how big he was, so he would have a hard time walking.
Walking. All righty. So no matches there. Okay. Francine, let's hear a little bit about the Pixie Dust Fan podcast. Actually, Francine and Carrie, might as well go together here.
It's Carrie and I every 2 weeks talking Disney, Universal. We got an upcoming episode on Vegas. Pretty much just the two of us keeping it light, positive, fun, distraction every couple of weeks for people to listen to.
Yeah. It's one of the ones I listen to every other week. Not because
Thank
I don't
you.
like it, because it only comes out every other week.
We've had you on a few times. We love the game shows. It's so much fun.
Yeah. All righty, Katie. Here's your question. Everyone get your pencils ready. When King Triton thinks no one is watching, he likes to use his trident as a blank. I think Dave worked on Little Mermaid, so he probably knows the answer to this one. When King Triton thinks no one is watching, he likes to use his trident as a blank.
Ding.
Kris is ready, Francine's ready, Dave's ready, Kim, Dan, everyone's ready. All righty, Katie. When King Triton thinks no one is watching, he likes to use his trident as a
hairbrush.
As a hairbrush. Okay. Dave, what did you say for that one?
I said back scratcher.
That's what I was thinking. Back scratcher. Francine.
I said a hairbrush. Or a
Alrighty.
Look, she's as confused as Ariel is with how to comb her hair.
Hey, like father, like daughter. Dan.
It was a thing, Bob.
I think I should have played with Dave because I also said back scratch.
Oh, there we go. Carrie.
I said microphone. I could see him doing a little bit of karaoke, but when nobody's looking.
Crooning on
That's a good one. Kimberly.
I said back scratcher.
Three back
That was a good one.
And Kris.
So did I.
Oh, that's what you would have said. I could tell by your nodding.
Wow.
Okay, so 1 point for Katie there. Dan, Grand Circle Tour podcast. In case I don't know, what's going on over there?
Well, Stan, I believe, I was thinking about this the other day. We've worked together now for 7 years. Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
Over 7 years.
7 years?
I think we started in like March, right? Didn't we? I forget.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
We were together before that, though, because before the New Year, even we were kind of meeting.
Yeah. Almost 8 years. 8 years we've been working together. But anyway, we are at what, 360-ish, 64, I think, was our last episode. Weekly episodes. I think we've only missed a handful of consecutive weeks.
Wow.
Plus another 100 or so what we call detours, which are just bonus episodes.
Yep.
So yeah, man, going strong. Who would have thunk, Stan, that long ago that we'd still
Everybody
be.
said 10 episodes, you guys would be done. Everyone said that.
And when he says everyone, it was Stan and I said that.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to take a little break here. We're going to hear from what the champ has to say, and then we'll be back after this.
Hey everybody, it's me, Knuckles Muldoon, the Champ. Now, as you already knows, Mrs. the Champ is a huge fan of all things Disney there. She loves her some Winnie the Pooh most of all. Loves him. She's got pillows and stuffed animals and lots of stuff like that there. And right now we're in Winnipeg because there's a Winnie the Pooh convention in Winnipeg, because like Winnie the Pooh is named after Winnipeg, right? So me and Mrs. the Champ is there because she is a big fan of the bear, like I says. And they have this painting seminar where you can do a painting of Winnie the Pooh. So Mrs. the Champ decides to try this. And we're enjoying ourselves, getting our paint on, and then some yutz from the Grand Circle Tour podcast called Conductor Dan comes up to me and says,
he'd like to see my wife's poo. I says, I beg your pardon. He repeats himself. He says, I'd really like to get a look at your wife's poo. Well, isn't that special? I says to myself. I think you know what's next. Snap and lose it. I put this yokel in a bear hug. I start singing Winnie the Pooh, Winnie the Pooh. In time with the furious flurry of laps, I'm dropping on his skull. He's yelling for Christopher Robin as I'm bobbing and popping haymakers all over the place. I bounce this putz like Tigger on 3 cups of cappuccino. And ever since, I've been the champ.
Wow. I didn't think Mr. Champ would tell that story.
I can't believe you're in Winnipeg and didn't let me know.
I'm there often visiting Mr. the Champ.
You just don't want to contact me. That's it. Just don't want to meet in person. Alrighty, that was good.
Oh my goodness.
Alrighty, Paul. An A or B?
I'm talking with B this time.
Going with B this time. Oh, this is the perfect question for you. If Pluto is a dog, then Goofy must be a blank. Okay, so everybody can write that down. I think most of the people in the panel probably know the right answer. If Pluto is a dog, then Goofy must be a blank.
Ding.
Kris is ready. I think Dave is ready.
Yeah.
Yeah. Francine's ready. Dan's ready. Carrie, Kimberly's ready. Everyone's ready. Okay, Paul. If Pluto was a dog, then Goofy must be a
person.
A person. Okay, Dave, what did you say for that one?
I said a real dog. As in, he's a real dog.
Francine.
I don't know what's wrong with me, and I promise I haven't been drinking, but I said...
Oh, that's okay. I am.
I said dad.
There you go.
Like thinking,
Oh, yeah, he is.
That's true.
Well, in the Goofy movie, he is.
see,
Yeah.
that was what came to mind. Sorry.
Dan.
Well, if Pluto's a dog, then Goofy's a talking dog.
Still don't have a person. Carrie.
I said a man.
There's
I guess that's the same as a person.
I think that's a winner, right?
Yeah,
That's a winner.
Yeah, I'd give that.
Kimberly.
Well, I said a bigger dog.
Paul can't believe this. Chris, what are you saying?
I said a dog too.
So 1 point. So we got a tie. One game, 1 point each. And Edie's questions coming up next. Who do you have next? Kimberly, what's happening with you at the Positively Disney situations there? You got everything going on.
Yeah, everybody's podcast. So, I mean, I used to podcast, but no, writing my, what is it now? My 9th book, which is my, what is it? The 6th? I think it's the 6th in the series. And there'll be 7 total in the series. So hopefully have that one out by Christmas. And I do part-time concierge because I love Disney and I love all the guests. And I just really have a good time with that. And I'm also selling real estate in the town that Disney built. My office is at a celebration. So I'm having a good time. Just meeting people, all kinds of people from all over the world and helping them, I don't know, get settled in either a hotel or a house. So yeah, just living a very satisfying life in Florida for sure.
You got a very busy life. Never mind satisfying. I gotta say, you got a very busy life. All right, that's awesome. All right, Katie, you ready here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I tried blank at Walt Disney World, and to my surprise, I didn't hate it. So something you were expecting to hate, but you ended up liking it. I tried blank at Walt Disney World, and to my surprise, I didn't hate it.
Ding.
Okay, we're ready. Kris is ready. Kimberly's ready. Dave is ready. Dan is ready. Francine, Carrie. Yep, Francine, Carrie. You ready? Okay. Alrighty, Katie, what's your answer to this? I tried blank at Walt Disney World, and to my surprise, I didn't hate it.
I'm gonna say, like, if they have like a new like Mickey bar, you know, the famous Mickey bar, they put like caramel in it or something like that.
So it's like a new treat.
Yes.
Okay, the newest thing. Is that what you're saying?
Yep, that's what I'm saying.
Dave, what did you say for that?
I said frozen banana.
Okay, yeah.
That's a dessert. But that is a treat. Did Katie get a point?
No. She was saying something new. That Frozen Man has been around a long time. Yeah.
Sorry, Katie.
Francine.
I tried.
You did try.
I said Tron.
Okay, yeah.
Good one.
Dan.
I don't know how new these treats are, but I went with the turkey legs.
Yeah, no, those have been around a long time. But that was the answer I was actually thinking of. Carrie.
I was going to write turkey leg too, but I changed my mind. I wrote Beverly.
That was the other one I was thinking.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Kim.
Oh yeah, me. I forgot about it. Oh, blue milk.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Okay, yeah, that's been around a while. Kris.
Okay, because I normally can't stand these. I said a churro.
You like churros?
No.
You're the only one I've ever met that's never liked a
No,
churro.
they give me horrible heartburn. I can't stand them.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow.
So we have a tie for the first time in these rounds, and it's on the final round we have the tie. Kris, tell us a little bit about Kris's creations.
Well, I'm keeping busy. I have a 11 event schedule for this year. I still have 7 to go.
Wow.
So I am very busy creating artwork and all sorts of stuff. Plus, the Grand Circle Tour podcast, of course, keeps me on my toes all the time. And also listening to the Skull Rock podcast on a weekly basis keeps me busy.
And you know something, I do want to point out that Kris really made an effort and drove from Eastern Tennessee to Nashville back in February just to meet Al, John, and myself, because I came in from Los Angeles for the Animation Y'all Expo, and it was great meeting you in person. And she gave us a wonderful gift of she did the Skull Rock logo in resin.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was a really nice gift.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm glad you liked it.
Did she get you a Grand Circle Tour pin at least?
No.
Oh, Kris.
I've been taking it with me.
But
First of all, I didn't have any left because I gave them out in December.
But Kris, I'll tell you that I'll be in Nashville again at the beginning of April of next year.
Really?
Yeah, they moved the Animation Y'all Expo from mid-February to the beginning of April.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
Yeah.
Nice.
It'll be much nicer weather.
I hope so.
Because it was
Okay,
not.
we got to figure out our winner here. Paul, A or B?
We'll go with A.
With A. All righty. Everyone ready?
Yep.
Do it.
Dopey's pants kept falling down, so he blanked them on.
Can you repeat that?
I'll repeat that. Dopey's pants kept falling down, so he blanked them on. I mean, he's dopey, so he probably didn't use a belt. He did something else to blank them on. Okay, everyone's writing. Francine's ready. Dan's ready. Kimberly's ready. Everyone's ready. Yep. Okay. Paul. Dopey's pants kept falling down, so he
stapled them on.
Stapled them on. All right. He holds up his goofy stapler. Dave, what did you say?
I wrote taped on.
That was my other choice.
That was the other one. Yeah.
Francine.
I said glued them on.
Glued them on. Okay. There's a couple of things you could do.
Oh, you're gonna be a sticky mess.
Dan.
I would probably use glue or tape before I used staple, but I still said stapled them on.
There you go.
Carrie.
I was going to put stapled, but I thought that you could, I don't think you could staple them on. But I've seen my spouse do this. Zip tie.
Okay. Kimberly.
So I know you can zip tie your pants.
You can zip tie.
I said tape.
Taped. Okay, that's a couple of taped in here. Kris.
I said staple.
All right, there we go.
2 points for
Grand
Paul.
Circle Tour comes through.
All righty, Katie. This is a long one, so everyone pay attention here.
Uh-oh.
Not many people know this about the Swedish chef, but he was banned from cooking school for blanking Wolfgang Puck.
Oh, I can't say what I'm thinking.
I'll repeat this. Not many people know this, but the Swedish chef was banned from cooking school for blanking Wolfgang Puck. I'd like to know who came up with these.
Yeah, who did come up with these?
Okay, who's ready here?
I'm ready.
Dave's ready.
I
Carrie's
get more
ready.
paper.
Everyone's ready. Dan?
Yes, I'm ready.
And Francine. Alrighty, Katie. Not many people know this, but the Swedish chef was banned from cooking school for
Hitting
Wolfgang Puck. Okay. Yeah, that would get him kicked out for sure.
Yep.
Dave.
I wrote insulting.
Insulting. No, not a match. You need two to tie. Francine.
I put swearing at.
Okay. I think it was doesn't Wolfgang Puck the one that? No, it's the other one. Alrighty, Dan.
Oh, he's always trying to like cook things and people and other things. So I put seasoning.
Well, maybe he thought he was Wolf and he was going to make Wolf Goulet. Carrie.
I said hitting him with a frying pan.
Yeah, that's a match. I would give that a match.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because he would, when he sees that, like a,
Yeah.
he's going.
Okay, so you got to match either Kimberly or Kris. If you match them both, you win. If you match either one, you tie again.
Well, and I was thinking about like banging him with a pan, but I put insulting. So Dave, I think we've had three of the same.
We're like on the same wavelength.
I know, right?
Wow. Alrighty, Kris. Are you going to end this or
you, Kris?
Another one.
Okay, all the children in the audience, cover your ears. I said gross.
Not a match. Okay. So Paul's our winner today. Right on. So Paul moves on to the semifinals. And Katie, you'll send me your address and I'll send you out some constellation prizes.
Okay, yep, I will do that.
Alrighty. You guys all have fun?
Yes, it was a lot of
Awesome
fun.
time.
And
Right on.
by the way, I would say that Wolfgang Puck is actually a very nice guy.
Ah.
Yeah, but the Swedish chef isn't.
No.
I was going to say, there's a Swedish chef.
But I would say, no, Wolfgang is an incredibly nice guy. Considering how famous he is, he really is a wonderful individual. Takes his time, goes around to the tables at his restaurant in Beverly Hills when he's there, and says hi to everybody, no matter who you are. You know,
Even if they season them, even if they try to season.
yeah, even if they try and season them.
Can I add on to that? So we have a restaurant called Wine Bar George in Disney Springs, and George is there every day, and it's the same thing. He is like the nicest, down to earth kind of guy. He will serve your table even. So kind of the same idea, I think, as Wolfgang.
Yeah.
Nice to see.
Yeah, and that's great to
It
hear.
is.
That's great to hear. Alrighty, say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye,
everybody.
Nice seeing you all. Take care. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye.
Alrighty. Be sure to tune in next time. We're going to have this bunch of bananas on for you to hear.
Join us next time when we will have Cody Havard, Francine Cochran, Ed Mazzilli, Carrie LeBlanc, Stephen Sanders, and Kris Banas. If you have a brilliant idea for a future edition of The Solo Show and would like to take your turn in the guest host's chair, then drop us an email at thesoloshow01@gmail.com. Tell us about your idea for a show and we'll contact you about a date and a time for you to join us. If you would just like to keep the conversation going or have a comment about a previous show, then visit us on Facebook at The Solo Show. Don't forget to join us on YouTube, like us and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll never miss a new show. All logos, songs, music, and sounds that are made by and for Disney and its affiliates are owned by the Disney Corporation and are not, nor are they intended to be owned by the Solo Show podcast. We hope you enjoyed the show. Thanks for listening, and bye for now.